Shalom, Israel. World ISPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohan. The ISPK been established since 1969, teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian who they are according to the Bible. The ISPK is not affiliated with any other Israelite group. In today's ISPK Chattanooga scripture breakdown, we don't know what's our history. This is supposed to be a so-called Black History Month, but our people do not have no understanding where their history comes from. We as a people, when I say we, I mean Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, they'll tell us we won't learn our history in the school system because the school system gonna lie to you, tell you that at first back in the day, if you're born, if you used to go to school in the 90s or 70s or 80s, in the history book, it's to tell us that we came over here on slave ship. But now, once upon a time, they had took it out of the history books. But now they put it back in the history book and said that we migrated over here. So they're telling us that we migrated, we came over here on our own free will just to be put in chains. That's basically what they're trying to tell us. And they back then they used to tell us that our history started off them slave ship. But now they want to lie to us and say that we migrated over here. If you really want to know your true history, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man, you'll find it right here in the Bible, man. Because the Bible is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian history book. That is our history. That's where we're going to find our history at. We is not going to find our history in the school system because they're going to lie to us. They ain't going to tell you your truth. They ain't going to tell you the truth. How you expect somebody that enslaved us to tell us about our history, man? They have no idea or understanding where our history started from, man. And according to the Bible, our history started way from Adam. Like where we came from, who we descended from, who our forefather was, or what our culture, what we used to eat, what language we spoke, and then on top of that we got a God, a true living God. Because the Bible is Black History book, man. So they're gonna give us a month, so-called month out of the whole year says Black History Month. The whole year is 365 supposed to be Black History Month. It's supposed to be about you, Black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. We built this empire, man. We built this kingdom. Without us, this kingdom would not be what it is right now, man. So this whole year is supposed to be dedicated to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian for building this country, man. So for them to say that, and then Donald Trump came out and say that he don't know something about the 25th would be Black History Month. Like Black History Month was banned, so-called Black History Month was banned around, man, before Donald Trump even became president. So how you gonna trying to take so-called credit for something there? But nah, man. The Bible is where you're gonna find where you're gonna find history at, man. This way you're gonna find your history at Black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, in the Bible. You ain't gonna find it in your church house. You're not gonna find it in school. So don't let these people trying to tell you your history, man. But your history did not start off them slave ship. Your history stops right here in these scriptures, man. Like we was warriors, man. We was royalty, man. We was warriors, man. We was in we're in how we supposed to be right now. We learned the ways of that we're living from the oppressors, man, from these other nations. We thinking we gangsters. We thinking we drug dealers. We thinking we, gangbangers. We thinking we Crips and Bloods. We thinking we Haitian, Jamaican, American. Thinking we, Mexican, Puerto Ricans. Those names was just given to us by, slave masters. That's not who we are, man. We are the children of Israel. Our name is recorded in the scripture, our true identity, man. And we are the true Jews according to the Bible, which our history, which our name was stolen from us. It was stolen by another race of people that's in Israel right now, in our homeland, claiming to be us. And this is not our homeland. Africa is not our homeland. But yet they'll tell you we came from Africa. They'll tell you Africans so African. If you want to know your history, where you came from, Black man, you get in class, man. Get a fly. Contact your nearest school. We everywhere in all the major cities, man. We're in the UK, we overseas, we in the Caribbean. If you want to know where you came from, man, who you descended from, your history, your culture, you'll find it right here in the Bible. Because like I keep saying, man, you're not going to find it in the school system. You're not going to find it in church. Because your pastor, then they're going to lie to you. Your school teachers, your school system going to lie to you. Man, that's only, you got to remember who you are, man. You got to remember who you are, black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. Because if you don't remember, then and you'll fall for anything. You'll fall for anything. You know, the Bible was written for our learning, for our understanding, man. So if you really want to know anything of where you came from, get in these scriptures, man. If not, then they'll like I said, you'll ask 10 black men, what's their nationality? Some of them gonna say Christian, some gonna say African American, some gonna say something. You're gonna have 10 different answers, Kawhi. We don't know who we are. We don't know our history. We've been lied to. We keep running in the Christian church thinking we're gonna learn anything. Meanwhile, he is lying to you, man. You know, they're gonna continue lying to you, man. So, we're gonna start off on the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 21. It said, prove all things. It said, prove all things, man. What we saying when we say the black Bible is black, Hispanic, and Native Indian history, man? The Bible is your history. The Bible is black history, man. And the scriptures say, don't just say it, man. You gotta prove it. You gotta prove it. We prove it. We prove what we're saying, and we're gonna prove it out the scriptures. It said, prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. To hold fast that which is good, man. And what is good? This Bible, the words of the Most High. It said, prove all things, man. Then that's what we're finna do. When we get out there speaking, or when we teaching class, we ain't just speaking of our own understanding. And we're speaking according to what the scripture said, man. And we prove all things, man. Your Christian pastor, they ain't gonna prove all things. They ain't gonna tell you nothing. So that's why our people do not know who they are. That's why they have no understanding of what to do, who their God is, who they supposed to, who they supposed to follow, who they supposed to be worshiping. We don't know that. And we don't know if we the people of the Bible or not. Because your pastors is not gonna tell you the truth. And that's why we tell everybody, question your pastor, man. Ask him question. Bet you guarantee he's gonna run from that. But we in the ICP come the Commander General Yohana, we're gonna prove all things, man, according to the scriptures. We ain't just gonna be making up things, telling you, oh, this and that. No, man. That's why people are so lost right now. That's why they're jumping from this religion, this religion, all this philosophy, and they destroy, man. All people are destroyed. Because we don't know. Because we have not been taught. Nobody's teaching us. Everybody lying to us, man. So now we thinking we Muslim and all that. We thinking we Christian, Catholic, when in actuality, we are the people in the Bible, man. We are the people that's in the Bible. And the scripture say, prove all things, man. And that's what we're finna do. Finna prove all things. And show black people where their history comes from, man. What's your history? Finna give you a little glimpse of your history, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. And this part of American history too. And this is part of American history of who this happened to. And this is what they had in the history books back in the days, but now, you know, they switching things up, they're taking it this out and lying to us. So we're finna go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. It's in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. It said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now, back in the days, the word Egypt means bondage, man. The house of bondage. When it's speaking, when he said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, he's speaking to the children of Israel. Moses was telling the children of Israel that you shall go into slavery again, but this time on ships. But the first time, remember when the children of Israel was in slavery in Egypt, how did they get to Egypt the first time? We left our homeland to go to Egypt because it was a famine in the land. So we went to Egypt for food. And how they got there, we walked over there, man. Remember, Egypt and Israel border each other. So we walked to Egypt the first time. And then when it was in slavery and bondage in Egypt, the Greeks, they started. So they saw that. So they brought them into Egypt. Now he said they called it, so they changed this is the house of bondage. And this time it said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now, if we look at history, what only race of people, nation of people that went to slavery on ships? A lot of people gonna say, oh yeah, the Irish. Okay. Say the Irish didn't went on slave on ship. But it was only like what, a couple thousand of them. But we're gonna refer to more. Is it by the way whereof I spec unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. See, the same way I'm telling you it's finna happen, that's how it's finna happen, man. And you shall not see your homeland again. Now, if we say the Irish was brought into slavery with ship also, right? Does this curse fit them? No. Remember, they went back to their homeland. They're back in Irish. They got their homeland. Scripture said the people that was going to be brought into slavery again on ships would not see their homeland anymore. So all those people that's in Israel that's claiming to be Jewish, that's claiming to be the Jews, why are they being back in their homeland when the scripture said that you should not see your home again? So this lets you know who this Bible is speaking about. How did black got to the U.S.? How did we get to the Caribbean? How did we get to the, on the other side? They said with ships, man. And this is history. This is also that was also in the history of America. We was brought over here on ships. He said we should be brought onto bondage. We wasn't on a cruise ship just chilling, relaxing, Nah, we was shackled up. We was stacked on top of each other like sardines, man. And during the Atlantic slave trade, guess how many of our people perished throughout that time, man? 99 million. 99 million perished. $99 million perished during that time, man. And now we're not in our homeland because this is not our homeland. Africa is not our homeland. But yet they're calling you African American. African ain't sold Africans, man. The Africans know who they sold into slavery, man. Because in 70 AD, we fled our homeland, Israel, Jerusalem, and fled into the west coast of Africa, running away from Roman prosecution, man. That's how we ended up in the west coast of Africa. And that's when the Africans round us up and sold us to the oppressors. And that's how we got over here to the Americas, man. Because he said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. It's in there you shall be sold unto your enemies. This is history, man. This is actually what took place. This is something that was in the school book at first. Once upon a time, they told us that our history started off on the slave ship, but they took that out and say that we migrated over here. Like we just came here on our free will just to be put in chain. Basically, that's what they saying. But it said we was brought here on ships, and once we got to them slave ships, we was sold onto our enemies. And that's places where you can look that up, man. It's history. The Bible speak about your history, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. It's telling us how we got over here and what happened. So the Most High calling them your enemies. Why are you calling them your friend for? You think these people love you, man? Your children was taken away from you, man. This is history. They was given to other slave masters. This happened over here. It said for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. When it said no man shall buy you, it means no man shall redeem you, no man shall rescue us, man. He said we shall be sold unto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Who that happened to? It ain't happened to the Irish. They wasn't sold to be slave. They got their homeland back again. They're in their homeland again. We still in the land of our captive, man. So that lets you know who the Bible is speaking about, who the Bible is talking about, man. You know, had to give you a little brief history of where you came from, how you got over here. Because your school system is not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you this. That's why they calling up all the people that's in Israel, Jewish right now. Because all this nation, they conspire against us, so we won't be remembered no more, man. We used to go to war. We used to conquer, man. We used to conquer other nation. Because why? We had the Most High with us. We had all the power with us, man. That's how we obtained the land of Israel. Because we drove these other nations up out of there. We was warriors, man. We were priesthood. We were royalty, man. But they tell us we the scum of the earth. We criminals. We super predators. They tell us we are rapists and stuff. Nah, we ain't none of those. We are not no drug dealers. We are none of that, man. We learned the things that we learn from the oppressor from these other nations, man. That's where we learn how to act. That's how we learn these behaviors from. Yeah, that's where we came from, man. We came from Israel. And the scripture say, prove all things, man. And that's what we're doing, proving all things. So we're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. Is it for whatsoever things were written for our learning. So if you like this, like I say, man, if you really want to know your history, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man, or where you came from, it's written in the scripture. It said, for whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning. This is where you're going to learn the truth. This is where you're going to know who you are. What was your culture? What food you ate? What language you used to speak? How you used to dress? How you used to conduct yourself, man? Because it's all written right here in the scriptures. And how you came about, how you came to the condition that you're in. All this it's written right here in the Bible. Same Bible you have in your church house. Same Bible you have in your room. Same Bible you have on the dash of your car. Same Bible that's in your grandma's house. It's written right here in the Bible for your learning, for you to understand, for you to know who you are or where you came from, your history, man. Like we keep saying over and over, the Bible is Black history. Don't try to let somebody that been lying to you for over 400 years trying to tell you your history, and they only give you one so-called month for Black history when the whole year is supposed to be about Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. The whole year is supposed to be Black History Month, not just one time out the month. And then they don't even tell you no history. They just tell you about these people that some of them which never did nothing for us. MLK, what he did for us. What did MLK did for Black? Nothing but destroyed the lives of Black people, man. And sold us out. Integrated us with a nation that hated us. That's what he did. These are the people that give you his history, but they don't tell you who you are. They don't tell you who you're supposed to love. They don't tell you that you got to keep the law, statutes, and commitment of the Most High. They don't tell you that you got a God. Instead, they lie to you. And that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So now when we reading the Bible and stuff and seeing in these, like it's in the scriptures, knowing that who we are, that'll give you hope. That should give you hope as a Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian. Knowing that you are the people of the Bible, knowing that you are God chosen people, the 12 tribe of Israel that was lost. Now that should give you hope. Now you will see that, okay, this is my book. This is my history. I got a God. I know where we came from. I know what it was about. And now you will understand that the kingdom of heaven, it belongs to you. You have hope now. That should give you hope as a Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian. But since our people are so destroyed, that we tell them that you are the real Jews. The kingdom of heaven belongs to you. The other nation gonna be your servant, your slave. They're trying to fight us. They're trying to go against us, man. Because while we've been lied to for so long that we don't know the truth. Now we just think all hope is lost because we're in this condition, we're in this kingdom, this empire that's been oppressing us for over 400 years and still oppressing us till this day. So we have no hope, man. So now what we do, just saying we have no hope, We go get high. We all people out there on the stripper pole, they go sell themselves, sell their bodies, sell drugs to one another, unalive one another. We don't know that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, we come from the same forefather. We are the same people. That should give you hope to start loving one another. You don't know these things because you keep running the Christian church and the oppressors have been lying to us and continue lying to us. And all along, your identity is right here. Your history is right in this book. It's been in this book all along. That's why when you go to church, your pastor, you don't see nobody open the Bible. That's why they don't know these things. All these things was written for our learning, for our understanding, man. Now, once you understand these things here, you should have hope, because knowing that you are somebody, you are the greatest people that's upon the face of the earth. You are God chosen people, man, and you have a God. Mm-hmm. I should go to that one. Go to this one. So we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 135, verse 4. The book of Psalms, chapter 135, verse 4. You see, for the Lord had chosen Jacob unto himself. He said, the Lord has chosen Jacob unto himself. Who's Jacob? Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, which his name was later changed into Israel. That's where you get the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel from. He said, the Lord had chosen Jacob unto himself. Like, no. He said, the Lord has chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. It said, Israel for his peculiar treasure. He said, the Lord has chosen Jacob, man, and Israel. Who's Israel? So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You are the children of Israel. The Most High has chosen you, man. We don't have hope because we're thinking we follow white Jesus. We follow Allah. We worship Buddha. We worship all these other nations' God. And all along, we have a God. The Lord has chosen you, Black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. That's who he has chosen. But do we know that? We thinking Most High love everybody. When all along, he only loves you. That's why he wants you to turn back and come and serve him. That's why we're being chastised. That's why we've been in the condition. That's why we're in the condition that we're in right now. Because he gave us laws to follow. Just like any father would. When you live under his house, there's rules to follow. If you don't obey by the rules, there's punishment for that. So that's how we came to be in the predicament that we're in right now. Because we wanted to do what these other nations do. We wanted to follow these other nations. Just remember that, black man, your school is not going to tell you that. Your pastor's not going to tell you that. He ain't going to tell you that the Most High chose you. He ain't going to tell you none of these things here. He's going to tell you that God loves everybody. That's who God loves. We're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 7. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 7. It said, the Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and fled before thee 7 ways. But yet, we thinking we just, so that's why you see people, we love to fight, man. You know, we was warriors, man. And guess who the Most High was on our side? He was with us. It don't matter how many people, how many warriors we've gone against. If the Most High is with us, we're gonna win. We was just not just no scumbag. We ain't just a nobody, man. We was warriors, man. We used to go to war, man. White thing in every nation, we be in the front line of battle. We go to war for these other nations, man, and we be in the front line. Cause that's what who we was, man. Was with us each time. How you think we conquered the land of Israel? Cause we used to go to war, man. We used to smack all these other nations before us. That's how we end up having to conquer the land of Israel and driven all these other nations out the land. That's why I said the Lord. He said, the Lord shall cause thy enemy that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They rise up against us. It'd be like 10,000 of them coming against us. And it'd be only like, what, 300-400, because the Most High do not deal with numbers. So it could be 10,000 versus 300. If the Most High is with us, we're going to smite these other nations, man. And that's what we've been doing. Because the Most High was with us, man. Each time we go to battle, the Most High with us. And he said, they shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. We had these other nations running, man. But your oppressor tell you we are nobody. We are the scum. We are rapists. We are murderers. They call us super predators. But we the men one fighting in their war, man. Every nation we go to, we went to in captivity, we was fighting their wars for them, man. We was fighting in their wars for them. And then for them to have the nerve, the audacity to treat us like we are nobody, when we are the greatest people on the face of the earth. So don't let them fool you, man. Don't let them lie to you. And you not knowing your history, man. And you not knowing who you are. Not knowing that we was warriors, man. We're gonna jump down to verse 10. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. When we come back and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, we're gonna be called back the children of Israel. We're gonna be called God chosen people. And all the nations of the earth gonna see that. And guess what? They're gonna be afraid of us, man. And say, wow, we've been doing all these terrible things to these people, and these are God's chosen people. Cause they're gonna know what's coming. Cause they're gonna know what's coming. They're gonna know what's finna happen to them. Cause once upon a time, our heritage was stripped from us, man. Our heritage was stripped from us, man. Our heritage was stripped from us. So we're finna go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. Is it the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4? Is it, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee. The Most High stripped us from our heritage that He gave us, man. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why we don't know that we are the real Jews of the Bible. That's why we don't know that we are God's chosen people. Because it was taken from us, man. The Most High took that from us. Because we wanted to be like them other nations. We wanted to do what the other nations did, do. We wanted to be loved by these other nations, man. And so the Most High took that away from us. He took our heritage, which He gave us, man. And guess what now? Another race of people got our name. They done got rich off of our name. Claiming to be us. That's why you ask different black men or Hispanic, Native, Indian men who they are. They can't tell you who they are, man. They can't tell you that. Because that was taken from us from the Most High. He stripped us from that, man. He said we shall discontinue from that heritage which He gave us. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. That's what happened, man. He took our identity from us. He stripped us from that, man, from our heritage, and made us serve our enemies, man. We just read in Deuteronomy 28, the 68th chapter verse, that we were sold onto our enemies, man. We was brought here on ships, on slave ships, and sold onto our enemies. And that's what the scripture said. We were sold onto our enemy. Now we served our enemies, man. They don't oppress us and beat us until we accepted the name that they gave us. They stripped us from our name, our heritage, our culture. It made us to be like them. Now we thinking we African American. We thinking we Haitian. We thinking we Jamaican. We thinking we Puerto Rican, Mexicans, Colombian. Now we thinking we drug dealers and all that nonsense, man. So it was stripped from us, man. And now we had to serve our enemies. This here is written in the Bible, man. It's written in the scriptures, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian, man. That's why we don't know who we are, man. And we continue going to them Christian church thinking we're gonna know anything, we're gonna learn anything, when they're not gonna tell you the truth, man. They're gonna continue lying to you. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, we shall burn forever. That's why we're still in this predicament right now. That's why we're in the land of our captive right now. Because we don't anger the Most High. He gave us laws to keep, and we didn't want to keep them. So we provoked the Most High to anger. So he done took our heritage away from us and gave it to another nation. Now another nation done stole our identity. Another nation stole our identity. Salaki. Because we've been stripped from it. So now another nation see that it was in the air for grab, because we don't know who we are. And we've been so destroyed that we didn't even know that our identity was stripped from us. And it was stolen from us, man. By a group of people claiming to be us that made billions of trillions of dollars off of our name, man. And they're living good off of our name. They run the earth off of our name. They run the media, the Diamond District, they run Hollywood, the music industry. They run your TV network. Just off of our name alone. Now imagine we get back on. Imagine we tell you that you as a black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, you are God's chosen people. You are the real Jews of the Bible, and that the kingdom of heaven belongs to you. Because right now, this is the oppressor's kingdom, man. This is their kingdom. They're ruling the earth right now. So why? Our heritage was taken away from us, man. So we're going to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Are we a slave? Are we a homeborn slave, man? Are we a servant? No, man. That's a question, because we keep wanting to do what these other nations do, man. We've been to different captivity over and over, because why we kept provoking the Most High to anger. So why are we so destroyed? Why, when it says spoil, it means destroy, man. We have been destroyed. That's why we don't know who we are, man. That's why we don't know that we are God's chosen people. That's why we don't know our history. That's why we don't know what our culture, man, our identity. Because we are destroyed, man. We are spoiled. These people done destroyed our people, man. That's why we went from all these different religions, jumping from this religion to that religion, worshiping this God, this God, and that God. That's why we're thinking that black man or Hispanic and Native Indian man is our enemy. When we are brothers and sisters, man, come from the same forefather. But we've been destroyed, man. But our pastors continue lying to us. The oppressor continue lying to us. It's like, it's, Salakia. Yeah, so we don't, but we are destroyed, man. So it's asking, are we a slave? Are we a servant or homeborn slave, man? Then why are we destroyed? Now we're going to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and 2. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. It said, Judah mourneth. He said, the real Jews are in Judah. The real Jewish is short for the word Judah. And the scripture said the real Jews are in mourning right now. Why are we in mourning? Look at the condition of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We are in mourning, man. We are in the mourning state. Because we have lost hope, man. We have no hope. So why do you think our people are right now on drugs, man? Look at how we've been pushed back. Our neighborhood's getting gentrified. We're in the ghetto, we're in the projects. We've been oppressed for over 400 years. Of course we're gonna be mourning, man. Of course we're gonna be grieving. So our people have none. So all they do is get high to trying to escape reality, man. And it said the gates thereof language. Our gates language, man. Meaning our leaders, our protectors, they failed us, man. They lie to us and continue lying to us and rob us. We have no protection. White thing our people right now is in going through the thing we're going through, man. We have no protection. We have no leader. We have no guidance, man. We have no guidance. He said, they are black unto the ground, and the crowd Jerusalem is gone up. Scripture said the real Jews are black. You are the real Jews according to the Bible, black man. Hispanic and Native Indian, man. That's why we're going through the same thing together, man. Because we are the people of the Bible. Look how they're treating the Mexicans. Look how they're treating our Mexicans brothers, man, our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. With this mass deportation that's going on, man. They're going into them people's job and arresting them. Why these people trying to make a living for their family? But does the oppressor care about that? They don't care. Snatching our Hispanic brothers and sisters away from their children, man, from their loved ones. And then on top of that, they lie to them to get them to go there and say, okay, we coming, can you report this, so we could update something for you. And when they get there to the immigration office, they'll arrest them, man. Trick our brothers and sisters, man. And you think these people love you, man? You gotta lie to them just for you to arrest them and go to their job while they're working to arrest them? Our leaders, we have no leaders, man. Only leaders therefore is for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, Commander General Yohana, man. That's who the true leader is for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Because your Christian pastors and your leaders, they ain't stepping up. They ain't telling you the truth. Okay, so we're gonna go to the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why people don't know who we are. We are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Because we thinking the school gonna tell us the truth. We thinking the school gonna tell us our history. All along, your history been right here in this Bible, in these scriptures. We are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why we worship these false gods. That's why we jump from religion to religion and not knowing anything, not knowing the truth, not knowing that we are God's chosen people, not knowing that God, the Most High, sent his son to die for our sin and only ours. Because why? We running in them Christian church, man. We thinking the school gonna tell us the truth when the school been is nothing, but all they doing is hiding the truth from us, man. And guess where the truth been at? It's been in your face. The truth been in your face all along, but we just don't know that. Cause we listen to Pastor Porkchop. We listen to TD Jake. We listen to Creflo Dollar. And they telling you nothing but lies, man. So when we ask a black man, what's your nationality? They say I'm Christian. Yes, I'm African American. That's why we want to know who we are. We're destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. And said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And there shall be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. This is our history book, man. We kept breaking the laws and statutes of the commitment of the Most High and wanted to do what these other nations do, man. And we rejected the knowledge that the Most High gave us, man. What's the knowledge, the truth, the Bible, the laws, man? This is your code of conduct, black man. This is your constitution. This is your history. This is your life right here, man. The Bible is your life. The Bible teaches us how to have morals, man. But since we rejected it, the Most High rejected us and our children, man. And now we wonder why we in this condition that we're in right now. Because we want to be like these other nations. We want to be like them. So now we can go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and commandments. It's like, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even has the Lord my God commanded me, that ye shall do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. This Moses talking to the children of Israel, because the Most High gave Moses this laws to give unto us, to give to the children of Israel, the law, statute, and commandment, and judgment. He said, if you keep these laws and statute and commandment, man, you're going to be in rulership. You're going to rule the earth. You're going to possess the land. How you think we got, like I keep saying, how you think we obtained the land of Israel? Because we kept the law, statute, and commandment, and we went to war with these other nations that was in the land, and we beat them and drove them out the land. And we conquered it, man. We conquered the land. Because we gave us the laws, his laws and statutes and commandment, and we kept it. So don't think that we are nobody, man. Don't think you are nobody, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian, man. You are warrior, man. You are royalty, man. You are priesthood. We used to go to war, man. We used to go to war. And guess what? The Most High was on our side. Each time, whenever we keep the law, statute, the commandment of the Most High, when these other nations rise up against us, we come out victorious, man. Because no matter how many people was against us, man, we always win. Because the Most High was with us. Because why? You are God's chosen people, man. And that's why all these other nations, they know that. That's why they keep lying to us, man. To keep us in the dark, to not know who we are, man. And they gave your Christian pastors selling us out for money to keep us in the dark, to keep us in the loop, to not know who we are. We're going to tell you the truth in the ISCPK. We're going to tell you this book is your book, black man. The Bible is your book. The Bible is your history book. The Bible is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian history book, man. This is Black history. The Bible is Black history, man. You're not going to learn your history in the school. You're not going to learn your history in the church. You're going to learn it right in this book, man. Same book you have in your church house, same book you have in your house, in your room, that's been open collecting dust and have not been rid of touch, is where you will find your history, where you came from, where you descended from, man. But we don't know that. We have been lied to, man. Because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We keep running in the houses, the church house, thinking that we gonna know anything. If we keep these laws, statutes, and commandment, we shall rule the earth, man. But we was rulers, we was royalties, man. We ruled the earth once upon a time, man. The earth belonged to us. It was made for our sake. But yet, reason we in the predicament that we in, because we kept provoking the Most High to anger, man. We kept breaking these statutes that he gave us, these laws and statutes that he gave us, man. When he said, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my God commanded me. But ye shall do so in the land whether you go to possess it. We keep these laws and statutes and commandments, man. We're gonna once again possess this land, the whole earth. Because that's what we used to do once upon a time. That's why you see us in every nation battle, fighting their battles for them, because we was warriors, man. We ain't nobody like the earth, like your enemies would tell you, or you are nobody, you're a scum of the earth. Man, we are warriors, we are God's greatest people, man. We are the greatest people upon the face of the earth, man. But your pastors, your school is not gonna tell you that. Because they're gonna continue lying to you, man. So we don't know these things here, man. Because we're looking for a nation to tell us, oh, this is your history. Your history started from here. When our history started in the Bible. This is where you will find your history at, man. In these scriptures. You're not going to find it nowhere else. That's why we tell Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, get a flyer, get in class. Learn who you are, remember who you are, man. Know who your forefather is. You know, your history did not just start off the slave ship, man. Which they're lying to you now, telling you we migrated over here. Your history started in this Bible, man. This is your constitution, man. This is how you conduct yourself in a society that's evil, that's wicked. You have learned how to have morals in a society that don't care about you, man. So we're going to go to the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 10. The book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 10. And had made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. If we keep these law, statutes, and commandment, he said, Most High have made us kings and priests, man. We come from a line of royalty, man, and priesthood, man. Like I said, we used to rule the earth. And if we continue keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, we're going to once again rule the earth. And he said, and we shall reign on the earth. We shall reign on the earth. We shall rule the earth. Because the earth was made for our sake. We the true rulers of the earth, man. But we don't know that because we keep breaking the law, statute, and commandment of the Most High. And guess what? It was stolen from us by another nation. by a group of people claiming to be us. And that's why the earth is in the condition that it's in right now. Like just like the scriptures say, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's why you see the people in mourning right now. That's why you see the condition Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian are in right now. That's why we suffer and going through the things that we're going through right now. Because the wicked are in rulership. But when the righteous rule, the people going to rejoice. Nobody rejoicing right now. Nobody, the earth is not in a rejoice state right now. We talking about we going to World War III, man. It's this war will finna pop up. Because the righteous are not in rulership right now. And who's the righteous? You, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. You are the rightfully owner of this earth. This earth belongs to you. But we don't know that. Because we destroy for lack of knowledge, man. We keep on to be like this other nation. He said, we shall reign on the earth. Kingdom of heaven belongs to you, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. All right. So now we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. We're going to show you who you are, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. He said, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Remember, he said, we just read in Deuteronomy, where he said he gave us statutes and judgments. So he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. What's the word? The laws, statutes, and commandments. And who's Jacob? Like I said, Jacob is his name was later turned into Israel. That's where you get the 12 tribes of Israel from. The Most High showed his word only unto Jacob and Israel, man. To the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We are the one that God loved. We are the one that the Most High is with. We are the one that God chosen to rule this earth, man. We are priesthood. We are royalty, man. He had made us kings and priests unto him, man. And we shall reign on the earth. I'm going to reign on the earth, man. And it's verse 20. He had not dealt so with any nation. He was not dealing with no other nations, man. Most are not dealing with these other nations. He don't love these other nations. He don't care about these other nations. But he do care and love you, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. That's why he don't show us his word, his statutes, and his judgment. That's why we get punished for each time we try to do what these other nations do. Because we can't be like these other nations, man. So you got to remember who you are, Black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man. You ain't going to remember who you are if you keep running in them church house, if you keep thinking them teachers going to tell you your history, or running in them school thinking they going to tell you your history. You're going to remember who you are through those scriptures, man. In the Bible, that's where you're going to remember who you are, where you came from, who you descended from, your lineage, what language you spoke, what food you used to eat, how you used to dress, man. And by keeping these laws and statutes and commandments that the Most High gave us, he has not dealt with any nation, man. And as for his judgment, they have not known them. These other nations don't know his judgment. That's why they could do whatever they want to do. But you as a Black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, you can't do what you want to do, man. cannot do what you want to do. That's why the Most High give us these dietary laws, give us all these laws to follow by. Because this is where you're going to find your history. The Bible is Black history. The Bible is your history book, Black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. And with that, well, the ISCPK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohan. The ISCPK been established since 1969, teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian that they were the true Israelite according to the Bible. The ISCPK is not affiliated with any other Israelite. And with that, Shalom, Israel.